In this video, we're going to talk about the scales, some different scales from an aural perspective. So this is the ability to hear a scale that's played on the piano and say, yep, that's the major scale or whatever it is. Okay, so the 5 different scales that we need to be able to identify are the major, the natural minor, harmonic minor, the blues, and the chromatic scale. And they all sound slightly different and have different characteristics. So let's talk about, and I shall play them for you, each one, because then we're going to have a little test and see how you go with identifying them. So let's just go through what they sound like. So first of all, major, in a very basic definition, sounds happy. It's a very familiar scale to most people who've done a bit of music, because it's often the first scale they might hear. This is the major scale, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, that is the major scale. I'll play it one more time. Cool. Okay, next on the list is the natural minor scale. Once again, in basic terminology, it tends to sound sad. This is what the natural minor scale sounds like. Okay, once again, I'll play it again. Okay, our third scale is the harmonic minor scale. Like the natural minor scale, it sounds sad, but as we've discussed before when we've spoken about scales from a theoretical point of view, it has that Middle Eastern sound, which is created from raising the 7th note. So it's quite distinctive, this scale. So this is the harmonic minor scale. I'll play it again, harmonic minor. Cool. Our fourth scale is the blues scale. To me, this scale sounds bluesy, and another dead giveaway is that it has less notes than all of the other scales, so slightly less. Let's have a listen to the blues scale. Again, the blues scale. Cool, and that brings us to our final scale, the chromatic scale. Now, a chromatic scale is where you play every single semitone within an octave. Okay, so it's all the sharps and flats. So therefore it has a lot of notes in it. This one's a really easy one to tell because it's a much longer scale than all the others, and you can hear all those semitones being played. Let's have a listen. The chromatic scale. Okay, so you can hear a much longer scale, but I'll play it one more time, the chromatic scale. Okay, with a little mistake in there in the middle, but that's the chromatic scale. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense, but what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little test. I'll leave these here to help you. And I'm going to play these 5 scales in a random order. So grab a piece of paper and a pen, or use Word, or however you want to do it, and see if you can work out which scale I'm playing. I won't repeat any of the scales. I'll only play each of them once, but it'll be in a random order. And I've got my little cheat sheet on the back here. All right, here we go. Here is the first scale. Okay, I'll play each scale twice. So here is the first scale again. Okay. Second scale. second scale again. Okay, third scale. Here is the third scale. Third scale again. Okay, and the fourth scale. Here is the fourth scale. Fourth scale again. And the last scale, the fifth scale, is this one. The fifth scale again. Okay, how'd you go? Did it make sense? Did you hear the difference? Hopefully you did. So if you need to have another listen, because I'm about to give the answers. So the order that I played those scales in was, the harmonic minor scale was first, the one with the Middle Eastern type sound. Second, I played the major scale. Third scale was the natural minor scale. The fourth scale was the chromatic scale, and the last scale, the fifth scale, was the blues scale. Let me double check that. Yes, I believe that's correct. So hopefully it went okay. I am going to do a subsequent video where I do just a couple of practices of the scales. So if you want another go at trying these, check out the next video.